Hello BookTube, my October manga haul has finally arrived. Every month I put in a pre-order for the following month's forthcoming volumes of manga series that I'm actively following, as well as debuting volumes that I would like to try out from Book People, the great bookstore in Austin, Texas. I have a large pile of volumes today. This past October's haul is the largest that I've had so far. Normally the books run to about 8 volumes, but October had 12 volumes I wanted. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with the debut volumes and then work my way down via volume number and ending with 2 final volumes at the end. So first up is Phantom Busters, Volume 1 by Neoshoco. Straight-A student Eugene Korekishi doesn't believe in ghosts, but his classmate Mogari Shishikuno is an exorcist who swallows them whole. Mogari can't see ghosts on his own, but once he and Eugene meet someone with the sight, there's only one path left. Form an exorcist club at school and embark on a high school life that's anything but normal. In their search for a 4th member for the club, Mogari, Eugene, and new recruit Kaoru Kanzaki set their sights on Kotaro Temon, a classmate who seems to be able to talk to ghosts. Unfortunately, Kotoro's got some major problems communicating with living humans. Will Kotaro be able to overcome his anxiety and join the Phantom Busters? So, looking forward to this one. The other number 1 volume I picked up this month is Kamudo, Volume 1 by Akira Himekawa. This is a slightly oversized volume and has a very neat cover feel compared to some of the other manga series manga volumes that I've held. Before humans claimed their place in history, the skybound paradise of Hinoaruchi was ruled by demi-beings under the watch of Ryujinkyo's demi-dragons. Now, as prophecy foretells a turbulent new age, will the birth of Kamuna, the first human child, bring disaster or salvation? In the utopian nation of Ryujinkyo, Kamuna, a boy born with the form of a human and the left hand of a dragon, grapples with his identity in a society that both questions and fears his existence. As he begins his training in the ancient art of Ryuken, his determination to prove himself fuels a growing rivalry with the fierce demi-dragon Gindu. Meanwhile, tensions simmer beneath the surface as factions outside Ryujinkyo grow restless, seeking to control the divine pulse that sustains the land. Next up is the 2nd volume of Astro Royale by Kin Wakui, who is most famous for Tokyo Revengers. Hikaru Yotsurugi, the only biological heir to the Yotsurugi Yakuza family, is caught in a power struggle with his adopted siblings over who will be the next boss. But when a meteorite crashes into Tokyo and people begin manifesting mysterious powers called Astros in the aftermath, their gang war becomes super-powered. After recruiting Kuren, the head of the Ikebukuro branch, Hibaru and Terasu learn that the Hawk faction has been stealing Astrolinks, the source of people's astro powers, and that their older brother Torazo is one of the victims. It's up to Hibaru's gang to restore Torazu's Astro. I rather enjoyed Volume 1, so looking forward to Volume 2. Jumping up is The Summer Hikaru Died, Volume 6 by Mokumokuren. At last, Yoshiaki and Hikaru have their explanation for what Hikaru isn't, what he is, and what his fate may be. Tanaka may have all the answers, but he also needs their help. Hikaru isn't the only entity that has reached over from the other side, and without intervention, the holes between worlds could grow beyond Tanaka's ability to close them. Head, arms, legs. Will Yoshiaki and Hikaru still have them all when their task is done? I am really enjoying this series. It is a ton of fun. Wish more volumes came out more regularly, but when they do arrive, they are a treat. Jumping up 2 places is Volume 8 of Gachiakuta by Kei Urana. The Raiders have revealed their hand. They plan to take down the Sphere, and Zodo wants Rudo's cooperation. But what could he possibly be planning? Meanwhile, the Cleaners are fighting for their lives against their Raider opponents, and some battles are going better than others. But the real battle is just beginning. So really looking forward to this. I have been loving Gachiakuta. Making a big leap is Volume 15 of DanDaDan by Yukinobu Tatsu. With the alien invasion thwarted, Okuran and the others start a research club with the goal of finding his missing family jewel. As they prepare to get their new club up and running, they can't help but feel suspicious of their assigned advisor, Mr. Senjome, of whom they strangely have no memory. Soon after, Okuran's class rep reveals to him that ever since she picked up a gold ball, he's looked like a handsome vampire? What the hell is going on? Cannot wait to find out. I'm loving DanDaDan. Jumping up only 1 spot is Volume 16 of Record of Ragnarok by Azychika, Shinya Umemura, and Takumi Fukui. Once every millennium, the gods assemble to decide if humanity is worthy of its continued existence or if it should be destroyed. When the verdict is destruction, the final battle between gods and mortal heroes will decide the survival or extinction of the human race, a battle known as Ragnarok. In the mythic past, Hades saved Olympus from invasion by the Titans. His power is unquestionable, so how can Qin Shi Huang ever hope to defeat him? Though terribly wounded, the first emperor of China is undaunted. With the help of the Valkyrie Alvetir and the power of Volund, Qin Shi Huang is not giving up. The gods can no longer take victory in the tournament for granted, and the champions of humanity still have to give every match everything they've got. Jumping up a few places is Volume 19 of Mission Yozakura Family by Hitsuji Gondaira. Taiyo Asano has been on his own ever since his parents died. The only one who seems to care for him is his childhood friend and classmate Mutsumi Yozakura. But Mutsumi has a secret. She is the head of a family of spies. As his body is disintegrating from Kyoichiro's blooming, Momo entrusts the plan he and Rei initiated to protect the family to Taiyo. But then a man calling himself Asa appears and takes Momo's body and Rei's heart. The Yozakuras now face a dangerous new foe despite rescuing their brainwashed siblings. That doesn't stop them from enjoying a little downtime first, though. Ooh. Looking forward to that. Also at Volume 19 is 4 Nights of the Apocalypse by Nakaba Suzuki. Just as Worldane, the unsettling and cunning White Knight of the Four Evils, is on the verge of massacring King and Diane's entire family, Percival wakes up from his 2-year slumber in the nick of time to stop her. Now reunited with Nescience, Anne, and Donnie, they resume their journey with renewed hope of putting an end to Arthur's ambitions. Their immediate goal is to reform the 4 Nights of the Apocalypse, and they soon encounter Gawain during their travels. Their next destination is Lancelot and Tristan's likely location, the Cauldron of Anbuffen, the most secure prison in Camelot. Fortunately, nobody's going to notice them sneaking in amidst the chaos of the preliminary round of the Anwifan Gladiatorial Festival, a no-holds-barred battle royale pitting all the inmates there against one another. It's time for a tournament arc, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I've been looking ahead for what's coming, and whoo, it's going to get interesting. Very interesting. Next up is Volume 23 of Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun by AidaIro. By the Clockkeeper's decree, the past has been rewritten, creating a new future. And suddenly, Nene finds herself in a world very different from the one she knew. The relationships between her friends are all mixed up. Her love life is in shambles, and Hanako-kun is nowhere to be found. Meanwhile, a strange rumor spreads through Kamome Academy about a ritual to summon a wish-granting supernatural. But is this little boy just lonely and looking for a playmate, or is there something more sinister lurking within him? Sounds interesting. And now, the final 2 volumes. First up is Twin Star Exorcists, Volume 35 by Yoshiaki Sukeno. The Twin Star Exorcists are destined to end the war with the monstrous Kigare, but at what price? Rokuro and Benio plot to defeat the king of the Kigare without having to sacrifice their son, but the prophesied child has plans of his own. Don't miss the surprising conclusion to the millennium-long battle between the Exorcists and the Kigare. Really looking forward to this. Earlier this year, I read pretty much the whole of this series and loved it. And I am really looking forward to seeing how everything wraps up. The volume before this one was amazing. It was amazing. And last but not least, the 42nd and final volume of My Hero Academia by Kohei Horikoshi. What would the world be like if 80% of the population manifested superpowers called quirks? Heroes and villains would be battling it out everywhere. Being a hero would mean learning to use your power. But where would you go to study? The Hero Academy, of course. But what would you do if you were one of the 20% who are born quirkless? For a time, the fate of the world was balanced on a knife's edge between salvation and doom, held in the palm of Midoriya's hand. Everything was riding on the outcome of the quirk-based war to end all wars. What became of the students and staff of UA High? How did they rebuild their lives after the epic conflict? Did Superpowered Society come away with the lessons it needed to learn? Find out in the final volume of My Hero Academia. Really looking forward to that. It is going to be a lot of fun. So to do a quick Steve Pyramid, I'll just, so really looking forward to all of these. So while I'm going to load these, this video up, I'm going to go ahead and rearrange my library, the little manga room, so that I can put these 12 on there. And I will then be back with a look at what I will be reading for the rest of November. So look forward to that in a few minutes. Anyway, BookTube, it's time to load this video and put these books into their places.